Emma's journey, learning to adapt in France. When Emma Johnson moved to Paris for her master's degree, she was thrilled. She had always dreamed of living in France, walking along the Seine, visiting art museums, and eating fresh croissants every morning. But within the first week, she realized adapting to a new culture was harder than she expected. The first challenge, the language barrier. Emma had studied French for years, but real conversations felt overwhelming. At a café, she tried to order a coffee. Un café, s'il vous plaît. One coffee, please. The barista responded with a long, fast sentence in French. Emma panicked. Oui, yes. The barista smiled, but Emma felt frustrated. How will I ever fit in if I can't even order coffee properly? She thought. The second challenge. Back home in the US, Emma was used to chatting with strangers. But in Paris, she noticed that people greeted each other with cheek kisses, not handshakes. Small talk with strangers wasn't common. Dining etiquette was different. Meals were long and unhurried. One evening, she smiled at a woman on the metro and said, "Hi." The woman looked surprised and quickly looked away. Emma felt awkward. Had she done something wrong? Later, her French classmate, Claire, explained, "Parisians aren't unfriendly, but they value personal space. Smiling at strangers isn't as common here." Emma realized she had to observe and learn instead of assuming her own cultural habits were universal. The third challenge, daily life adjustments. Emma also struggled with small cultural differences. Shops closed early. She once arrived at the supermarket at 7:30 p.m., only to find it closed. Cash was preferred in some places, while she was used to using credit cards for everything. People switched to English when they heard her accent, making it hard for her to practice French. At first, these differences were frustrating. Why is everything so different? But over time, she changed her mindset. Instead of comparing everything to home, she embraced the differences. She started planning her shopping trips earlier. She carried some cash with her at all times. She politely asked people, "Puis-je pratiquer mon français avec vous?" Can I practice my French with you? Little by little, Paris started to feel like home. From struggles to success, by the end of her first semester, Emma had improved her French, made local friends, gained confidence in new social situations. One evening, she sat at a café, sipping an espresso. She overheard a tourist struggling to order in French just like she had months ago. With a smile, she leaned over and said, "I can help if you'd like." That's when she realized she had adapted. Paris no longer felt foreign, it felt like home. Lessons from the story. 1. Cultural adaptation takes time. Be patient with yourself. 2. Observe and learn. Different cultures have different social norms. 3. Embrace the differences instead of resisting them. 4. Practice the local language, even if you make mistakes. 5. One day, what felt unfamiliar will start to feel like home.